Hello, and welcome back. This is For the Want of Pockets. I'm Liz. This is Gadget, who I apparently woke up from a nap. I'm on pretty much, well, any social media I'm on as Jaded Knitter, so feel free to go find me. This one was a little long in coming. I hadn't intended to go almost 3 weeks between recording. Now we are 3 weeks. But life happens. And some stuff happened, some stuff didn't. So I guess we'll start with the finished, which I put things in the wrong order. Because somebody's gonna ask. The shirt I'm wearing is the Sugar Maple. It's by, I want to say Karina? Yeah, Karina Spencer. And I did it in, I had all of this done in my head beforehand. Anyway, actually I should say it on here. Blue Bear, Blue Brick Yarns. I think it was the Aurora colorway, Aurora Borealis. Yeah, this was, a lot of you probably saw this on my Instagram post after I realized that I was wearing almost entirely a handmade outfit, which is kind of what I'm aiming for eventually. I got most of one done now. I'm rather pleased with myself. This is the shirt. It is a early 1900s, so I think it's 1910-ish is the timeline on it. And it's a truly Victorian pattern, which I don't have handy. Not entirely sure where the front pattern went. So, it is your standard Edwardian shirtwaist pattern. Mine is very, very plain because I never actually intended to wear this. I was just doing it more as a mock-up, and when I got it done, it was like, oh hey, I can actually wear this. Unfortunately, it's like 2 inches too short. Hello. Yes, I know, I'm holding stuff over here. Shoot, there you go. It's about 2 inches too short, so I can wear it, but I have to be very, very careful, and I have to wear something over it because it comes on top and back. This is the back, and you can see buttons. And right, that's because it's a pre-World War I pattern. It does have the setback seams. So that is the back, and as you can see, it's quite a bit shorter. So I'm currently redoing it. I'm doing another one in exact same style with 3/4 sleeves because that's my preference. But I'm doing it in this white on white polka dot pattern fabric. And this one is, well, you can't really tell, but it's actually 2 inches longer. So hopefully that will work better. If it doesn't, we'll deal with it. I think I might just end up adding a strip to the bottom of this all I need is I need it long enough so it stays tucked in, and then we're good. But that's kind of finished object number one. This one's been finished for a little while. It's not finished on the inside. I did seam binding on the neck, and nothing else is done. I'm planning on doing the new one with French seams because I found I don't like hemming by hand or turning seams by hand. Felling, that's the term I'm looking for. I don't like felling by hand. Yeah. I think I had this one done or mostly done for the last one. This is just my petticoat. And this is from a pattern that I got out of down below. It's off of archive.org, which I love. And it's either late Victorian or early Edwardian sewing manual. So it's actually a tailoring manual. But mine has elastic in it because I had originally put on a waistband and then I hated how it looked. And since, there's no way that I was going for historical accuracy in this because all of the stitching is done by machine. I just figured, screw it, and put elastic waistband in it. It still has the opening at the back, because I didn't bother to fix that, and also so it goes over my hips. But yeah, it's got an elastic waistband in it, but hey, it works. Another FO from last time was this, and all I'm going to say on it, because I have to restuff it, I've seen quite a few people do them now, and everyone looks at theirs and goes, it looks like it's too full, like it's too stuffed, and then when they get it on, it's not. Well, I looked at mine and went, yeah, that looks about right. So and it's not in any way, shape, or form. So if you're making a bum pad, learn from my mistake. If you think it's about right in the stuffing area before, add more, because you're probably wrong. So yeah, that needs more added to it, because unfortunately my jean skirt doesn't look the best without the bum pad. So that's kind of the finish of the sewing, and I guess a bit of work in progress. I have been working on Janet's wedding shawl. So this is out of, I should have forgotten what this is out of. It's gorgeous, and it's silk and wool, but I'll put the name of the yarn in the description box. So this pattern this is my life recently. I am in no way, shape, or form organized at all. So this is nope, that's the wrong shawl. That's the right shawl. It's the Myrtle Leaf shawl. And it's out of Victorian Lace Today by Jane Sowerby, and that's what it'll be when it's finished. I am 17, almost 18 repeats into a 40 repeat pattern. So I'm most of the way to halfway done. And it being lace, it's doing the typical lace thing and basically looks like cat yak. It won't once it's done up. You can see when it's stretched that it has quite a bit of stretch to it, but it does have a really lovely leaf pattern in it. So I'm rather pleased with this, and I love her choice of yarn and colors and whatnot and pattern. So this is kind of being my TV knitting, because yes, knit lace in front of the TV. This is why I watch like history shows and documentaries a lot, and I'll rewatch things that I've seen before. I love the BBC's Farm series, because it's fun, it's informative, and I don't have to pay as much attention. And of course I'm partway through a bow, because that's the way I roll. Well, too bad. This is the sweater that I was knitting on, and as you can see, I have quite a bit more done than I did last time. Last time I only had base done, I think. I ended up, I got to this, the dark red here, just before it switched over to basket weave stitch, and realized that it wasn't in the round. I had done the original pattern thinking it was knit all in one piece. No, of course not. It is, just not in the way I thought. So I had to pull out for a second time this bottom part, so it's reknit for the third time. And then I got the entirety of the basket weave done, realized that I missed the decrease stitches, and redid it, and then realized that I'd done the pattern wrong. So the basket weave is supposed to be quite a bit taller than it is. I just worked out how many rows total it needed and went with it. Because, no, it wasn't happening. Let's go back, because I should be doing this beforehand. So it is Violet's Jacket by Elizabeth Lovick. And it's out of a book called Centenary Stitches. I cannot say that word. And it was it was released after the release of a program from a film called Tell Them of Us, which was about World War I. More to the point, it was about village and the impact that World War I had on this village in Britain and the people who left and the people who were left behind and whatnot. And it's based on pictures of a woman from that time period. I believe she was from the village itself, like she was actually one of the people, because this is based on real people. I have yet to actually watch it, and I need to, because it looks like it's a brilliant piece. But this is where you come in to always read your patterns. I've been knitting for over 30 years, and yeah, always read your pattern. Because first of all, I got it wrong thinking that it was knit all around. It's not. And then I missed things and whatnot, and I kept going. And then I realized you can see how it looks like a sweater, except this side is quite a bit bigger. Well, that's because it's actually, you knit up the back, add on for the arms as you go. Kind of once you hit the armholes, you add stitches for every row until you have most of the arms. And then continue knitting. Bind off for the armhole, knit a sleeve, bind off the sleeve. I'm almost to the bind off on this sleeve. Actually, nope, let me rephrase. I am to the bind off, because there's the start of the bind off. So you can see the additional stitches in the kind of jagged edge there, and it'll have the same jagged on this side. So you do the sleeve and then bind off the stitches and then do down the front. So it ends up with two seams, which is brilliant, because all you have to do is you seam down the arm, and it's just a straight seam down the arm and across the body, which is lovely. And then I haven't read this far in the pattern, but I'm just going to pick up stitches and knit the cuffs in the round, because yeah. So that's the sweater. That's a picture from the movie. And I believe, I'd have to double check, but I believe that is the original that they got the idea from. But yeah, when you're working with older patterns, even modern updated versions of older patterns, read carefully. Because the other thing I did is I'm used to modern patterns which give you a length of yarn that you need. This pattern gave me a number of grams, which I completely misread. I read it as meters, it actually said grams. So that's the last of my current ball is this little teeny tiny piece here. I've since gone back to the store and was lucky enough to get another couple of balls, one in the exact same colorway and two are in the same dye lot, and two that are not in the same dye lot but are close enough that once I do this break in the front, they can do the bottoms and you're not really going to be able to tell. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself, and no one's going to contradict me on that. Just don't get into it. So that's the knitting front. That is literally all I've been doing for knitting, is those two things. Mainly because it's just past the halfway mark, like we're officially into fall now. The fall equinox was a couple of days ago, and Mabon and whatnot. So I kind of want a sweater that fits. I am going to be posting a lot of my old sweaters up for sale. I'll probably post them a bit on Instagram and a bit on Ravelry. So if you know of one that you would like, they're all 50-inch busts, send me a message. Because I can't wear them anymore, and you can't undo a steeped cardigan. So that's basically what I've been working on. I've also been working a bit on my latest corset, which I showed you the picture of last time. And I've been filming as I go. I have now broken the second camera. So my original camera stopped working. My second camera, which was the one I filmed the last time on, has stopped working. So I'm now filming on my phone, which probably not the best idea. So if anyone wants to, you know, help fund a new camera, I'm willing, you know, I'll knit an even star for a camera. I'll knit a sweater for a camera. I'm good with this. But yeah. So upcoming knitting is this. This is Sinister Yarns. And it's her shifty sock. So it's merino nylon. I don't know. I love Mar, I love her yarns, and I got this one at the last show she did that I was at. And yeah, so this is going to be the next. Haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I have a feeling that it will be a hat or a snood of some type, because I do cover my hair on a regular basis. Just in case anyone's wondering why my hair is suddenly so much longer than it was last time. These are both wigs. This is not my real hair. Yeah, there's a story there. We're just gonna leave it alone, but I cover my hair. And recently I've been wearing a snood, which is a lacy tam beret-ish type thing, but it sits further back. Because my own hair is finally starting to grow back out again. I had to shave it off just before Christmas, so it's not very long. And it's annoying because my hair is curly and it goes everywhere. But yeah, I'm thinking I will make another snood out of that. Possibly some fingerless mitts to go with it, because I don't think I'll need, I think I only need 50 grams. And this is like 115. So we'll see. On the sewing front, like I said, I've got the corset. I actually have, I don't remember if I showed this one or not. This is the first corset I made, which I then had to remake. It's a little small in the bust, which is slightly annoying, but it fits, it works, it does what it needs to. As you can see by the wear marks, it has been worn. So I'm just in the process of making a second one. I just have to fix a few mistakes that I made with it and get a few things fixed. It'll be gray when it's done though. It's this gray material over here, which I'm not gonna show you. And then, so I've got the top, the corset, and this will be a skirt, another full 1889 skirt, and probably a matching vest, unless I have enough for a jacket, in which case it will be, there will be a matching jacket. I think I only have 9 yards, 9 meters. I don't remember. It was a remnant. It's a very large remnant, but it was a remnant, so I'm not 100% sure how much I have left. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Life is going. The only other thing that I have recently acquired is a copy of The Victorian Dressmaker. And this is by Isabella Pritchard. Pritchard? I think so. Pitcher. And her company is Prior Attire, and she designs and sews these. And the book is full of lovely, lovely designs and the patterns for them. And yeah, there's going to be some attempting of making going on. I have to figure out how to enlarge pattern first, but we'll get that. We'll get there. So that's coming up as well at some point. Probably not until this winter though, just because I want to get other things done. And that's about it. So yeah, questions, comments, leave them below. Come visit me on Ravelry. The group For Want of Pockets is up there. Say hello on Instagram. Like I said, I'm Jaded Knitter pretty much everywhere. Let me know what you'd like to see. Do you want to see me sew something? Do you want to see me knit something? Let me know. Yeah. So that's it. That's all. And I will see you again hopefully in 2 weeks. Well, 3. 3's a little long. We're going for 2 weeks. Have a good one, everyone.